What's good, YouTube? So today I'm back with a little psychology video, and honestly, today's video is going to have um, a little bit to do with trading, but I'm not going to be showing y'all on the charts today, just because I kind of want to just have a sit down talk with y'all, so y'all can really understand what it takes to be a trader and the mental aspect of things. So Um, first things first, if you're getting into trading, your biggest thing is psychology. Psychology is basically a test of how strong you are mentally and how well you can follow rules and stay disciplined to certain things. For me, one of the hardest things was following a certain set of rules that I had in place for myself, whether that was not over trading, whether that was not getting FOMO or taking a bad setup or taking something that I knew I shouldn't have been taking just because I wanted to see that green P&L. Um, so I would definitely say psychology is the hardest part about trading, but if once you can master your psychology and you already have the strategy down, you've already mastered trading. I'm not gonna say mastered because there's always something to learn every day in trading. Like I learn every single day still. Sometimes the charts won't move how you expect them to move at this certain price level, but that's just how it is when you get later into your game in trading. I'm almost a year in. It's honestly crazy to say that because it really does not feel like it's been a year or even close to a year. Um, Coming up on about um, um, in about a month and about 10 days, I want to say. It'll be a year. So yeah, to say my journey, it definitely has not been easy by any means possible. It definitely has not been um, a smooth path. It's been honestly the one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, and not even just because trading is hard to learn. It's just a nonstop self improvement journey, and you're constantly learning new things every single day. And if you kind of struggle to learn new things, I kind of struggle to learn new things. If it's not more hands on, and I don't have somebody sitting there teaching it to me. Um, One thing I will say is if you're in my Discord, Lifestyle Trades, my best friends were very helpful. They were there to back me up if I had any questions. Even though they were kind of still learning at the same time, they were still there answering the best they could. Um, so yeah, definitely, I would most definitely recommend getting a mentor, but make sure your mentor is reliable. Just because it's going to take you a pretty long time to learn on your own and truly understand what it takes. But a mentor will kind of fast track that. And I mean, if that's what you're into, unless you want to learn on your own and learn uh, slower pace. But yeah, that's what I got for my side of the journey. So let's really get into this video and truly talk about psychology. Okay, so mastering your emotions. Emotions are gonna be pretty much everything. When it comes to trading and losing and winning, honestly, um, just making sure your head doesn't get too big after a win, and you don't get too down after a loss. Once you can conquer these, um, when you lose, you don't revenge trade and you don't try and win it back because after that happens and you lose and you try and make it back, majority of the time is you're gonna be taking pretty terrible setups or no setup at all. You're just gonna be gambling, and then you're gonna cause yourself to lose even more money. So Um, Definitely stick to a trading plan. Create a trading plan. Um, Make a or find a very good strategy, and once that strategy presents itself, then you will take your trade, and no in betweens there. Um, Fear of missing out. Just if the move is already happening and you've kind of already missed out on a good entry, just let it happen. You missed the trade. Just relax, bro. Get off for the day, or try and find play later in the session, if not next session, whatever you do. Just do not try and enter just because you see prices going down or prices going up. So let me just hop in here real quick. That 9 times out of 10 will probably hit your stop loss. It's not always gonna hit your stop loss, but um, speaking from experience, that's pretty much what happened to me. So yeah, don't let fear take over, and fear is also fear of missing out. Greed. If you get too greedy, um, you will probably lead yourself into revenge trading, because say you made X amount of dollars, say you made $1,000 right here, boom, and then your head is too big and you're getting greedy, and now you try and, oh, let me keep trading and make even more money. Then you just lost 500. Now you're saying, oh, let me get back up to 1,000, then I'll get off for the day. And then boom, now you just placed another trade, and then you just lost 5 more hundred. Now you're at $0 for the day, and you're like, oh, this is a very good setup. Let me get to 1,000 again. Let me get back up to 500, and then now you're stopped out for the day, or you just blew your account. So, definitely make a trading plan, stick to that trading plan, and only trade through that trading plan. I don't care if you just missed out on 100-point move, 1,000-point move, whatever the case is. Do not break your trading rules, and in the long run, that will help you a lot, a lot. And if you do lose and you stuck to all your rules and you stuck to everything, your trading plan, all those types of things, journal that trade. Understand why you lost. If you won your trade, journal that trade. Understand why you won, what you could have done better, what you missed. Maybe you didn't see something and it could have caused you to lose your trade, but price just wanted to keep going in that direction. Make sure you understand why you won and why you lost your trade. Leading on to the next thing, develop mental discipline. Treat it like a business and not like a casino. Like I was saying, avoid impulsive trades, and learn to sit on your hands when the market does not meet your criteria. What that means is, um, if the market is not giving you a play and you just see, or it's not giving you an entry, sorry, it's not giving you an entry, and you just see prices just flying up and flying down, and we're given like price is super volatile and we're just moving up 50 points and you just missed out on a 50-point move, that's okay. If it did not give you any entries, that is okay. Live to trade another day, and understand that some days you will not take a trade. Some days there will be no setups for you, and you're just going to have to understand that, and you're going to have to live with that. It's okay. Once you get a little bit later into trading, your trading journey, you'll understand, oh, not taking a trade today, it wasn't the end of the world, was it? I lived to fight another day tomorrow, and it wasn't the end of the world. Like, I have tomorrow, and I'm saving capital, or whatever the case is. Um, the best thing I would say to do when a day like this happens, leave the charts. Do not look at them all day. If we have bad price action and you see that, just close your computer, bro. Just close your computer, close your phone, whatever it is. Just close it. Um, go on a walk, go on a run, meditate, read a book, take a break, whatever the case is. And like it says right here, take breaks after wins and losses to reset emotionally. That is so true. I'll go take a walk. I'll go for a run. I'll go to the gym. I'll do something of the sorts to keep my mind off of the charts, whether I won or I lost. Um, On to the next thing. The less you risk, the less you'll stress. If um, if you're managing your risk well, then you're not going to be as emotionally inclined as you would be if you had, um say your risk is $500, but now you're risking 1,000, um or vice versa. That does play a lot in your emotional management, because then, like I was saying earlier in the video, you're not going to be so inclined to be ready to close a trade or over trade or something along those lines. And for me, my biggest problem was over trading and not hopping off the markets when I needed to. Um, Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your capital per trade. That is very true. Usually I'll risk 1% of my capital. Um, Sometimes even less. Use stop losses religiously. If you take your stop loss off on a trade, for one, what are you doing? For two, I've never seen anything like that. And for three, you're being goofy. And honestly, I hope you blow your account, because it'll teach you something that you need to learn. And accept that losses are a part of the game. Everybody loses. Everybody and their mother loses. Nobody's 100% trading and making profits every single day, whether they broke even or they lost their trade. Understand that that is a part of trading. It's part of the game. And yeah, mindset shift, thinking probabilities, not outcomes. Okay, so if we have terrible price action, you see this, think what is the probability that this play plays out. And um like if we're just chopping up and down and then boom, we get like a small little move and you find your entry model, but we've had pretty bad price action, or we haven't been moving how we're supposed to, or what you want to see. um think about the probability of that playing out, and focus on executing your plan, not making money every time. That is very true. If you focus on becoming the best trader that you can be, the money will come with it. I promise you that. Just stick to your plan. Trade when you need to trade, and trade when you, or do not trade when you don't need to trade. Meaning, don't force trades just because you need to see a green P&L. Don't overtrade just because you lost your trade and now you want to get back up to green. Um, where you can improve your psychology the most is a trading journal. And when I was just starting out trading, I lived in this journal. And every single trade that I took was journaled. It didn't matter if sorry, didn't matter if I was over trading. I wrote down every single trade. Um, it didn't matter what happened. I was writing it down, whether it was a win or a loss. Track why you took the trade. Now I take one trade a day, so it is very, I would say, strategically planned why I'm taking a trade. And like I was saying, why I'm taking the trade, I want to understand why I took it, why it won or why it lost. So how you felt before, during, and after, that is definitely another big one. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Write that down. What went wrong or right? Definitely understanding why it went good or why it went bad. If you followed your rules or not. If you didn't follow your rules, I want you to call yourself out every single time. Call yourself out. Understand why you didn't follow your rules. Whether it was discipline, whether you weren't being patient enough, whether what's another one? yeah, go work on that. If you weren't being disciplined, go for a run, do something you hate doing repeatedly. And if you weren't patient enough, go meditate, go work on something off the charts. Um, I guarantee you, whatever you're struggling with, there's something off the charts that will help you with that. And for me, it was overtrading. So what I did by overtrading was I would take my one trade, go for a run, log off, lock out, do whatever the case was. If I wasn't being patient enough, I would work on stuff that dealt with being patient, like meditating or something along those lines. I guarantee you something will correlate with the problem that you have going on. Um, Review weekly to spot patterns in your behavior and thought process. Definitely review it. Because if you review it and you're seeing progress in your trading strategy or plan or whatever it is, that is good. Keep going and do not give up on yourself. I promise you. Detach from the outcome. Focus on the process over the results. Like I was saying, um, you could do everything right and still lose. That is very very true. Um, so just because you lost your trade doesn't mean your setup was wrong, your strategy was wrong, your psychology was off. There's been multiple times where I've lost my trade, and it wasn't because my psychology was wrong or anything. It was just because maybe I had my stops too tight or I got in too early. Something along those lines. It could follow your exact trading plan and still not play out. It's not always 100% guaranteed. You could do everything wrong and still win. This is very temporarily. It's not always going to happen, but if it does, just understand that that's not a good habit that you want to get into. Um, it's not going to be good in long term. Yeah, it might get you a payout, but it's not going to. You're not going to be able to sustain that for very long. A good process yields long term success. Results in a single trade are not a good measure of success. So, what that means is one trade does not determine how good or how bad of a trader you are because, like I said, psychology is the main part of trading. If you are struggling, you're taking a good trade one day and then next day you just completely fall apart. That's something that you need to work on within yourself. That has nothing to do with your trading. Like if you followed all your trading plan, all your rules, stuff like that, you know what to do, and you still fall apart like that. That is something within you, and that is something that you have to get figured out off the charts. It's not necessarily something that's a problem on the charts. Build confidence through repetition. Backtesting is the best way to get your mental reps in. It'll help you be more confident on the charts and seeing your setups, and it'll help you realize your setups a lot sooner or when they're going to be coming and presenting themselves. Um, Practice in a demo or with small capital. This can definitely help, but I would say the thing with a demo account is you're not always gonna feel the emotions that you would feel of a of like a live trade or something like that. You're not gonna feel the emotions. So building mental reps with back testing is definitely the best way to gain confidence. And I know that what I just said, you're not gonna feel the emotions with demo account. That's a live trade, and that is live markets. So back testing is basically just practicing watching film and um, think of it like football. Back testing is watching film, and I used to play quarterback, so that's watching film right there. I'm watching film, learning what the defense wants to do, and I'm trying to learn that. But with the demo account, that's like practicing, and it's more physical. So I'm I know it's like fake, not fake, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. I know that it's not real competition, so I don't actually have anything to risk on the line. I'm not earning anything by doing this necessarily. I'm just y'all get what I'm trying to say here. It correlates. Um, Maintain balance outside of trading. This is definitely very true. Like I was saying, go for a run, read a book, meditate, do something other than trading. Once you get out off of the charts, I don't even want you to look back at them. And definitely, definitely take time off the charts, because I know with a lot of new traders, and I am very guilty of this. When I was first starting out, I could not get off the charts. I would be on the charts for 7 to 8 hours a day, just trying to get better, trying to do something, and I would just be getting burned out, and it would get to the point where I was just frustrating myself, and it wasn't good in the long run. So definitely get enough sleep, eat before you trade, maybe even get a little exercise in if you wake up early enough, get a shower, and don't trade when you're emotionally upset or distracted. So, if you've ever seen any of my earlier videos, a lot of you will know I used to take breaks off of trading because I was going through a very toxic breakup. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're going through something mentally, take a break from trading. It may not be the best for you right now, so take a break. If you're distracted, I would definitely recommend staying away from the charts. It really depends on you though with the distracted part, but definitely if you're upset, because then you're gonna start making decisions that you will later on probably regret. Is that it? Okay, that is it. So that's all I got for this video. But if this video kind of helped you out with your psychology a little bit and helped you understand what it really kind of takes to be a trader, I would definitely recommend joining my Discord. And if you could, it would mean the world to me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Um, Definitely like the video. If you made it this far, drop a comment. Say trade. Say trade if you watch this far into the video. And yeah, I'm gonna definitely start doing more psychology types of videos instead of just back testing videos or whatever my trade recap was for that day. I'm gonna definitely start getting into more of these types of videos. Let me know what y'all want to see from me. I can do any type of trading content. And yeah, until then, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, and peace out. Trade smart.